Hi there, and welcome to the channel. Here we share adapted real life stories, moments shaped by truth, emotion, and reflection. Some will move you, some may surprise you, but each one has something real at its core. Let's get into today's story. They say the happiest day of your life can sometimes carry the most painful memories. That's exactly what happened to Noah. On the day he graduated, the day meant to mark the beginning of everything he'd worked for. His wife walked away. No warning, no whisper, just a folded note left beneath a sea of applause and congratulations. This isn't just a story of heartbreak. It's a story about how some endings break you and others rebuild you, and how the people who leave might one day wish they hadn't. Noah met Leanne in his second year of university. She was sharp, electric, the kind of person who walked into a room and made everyone look twice. Noah was quieter, focused. His past had taught him to be careful with joy, but Leanne made it easy to believe again. They met at a campus poetry night. She read something raw and beautiful, and afterward, he complimented her. They talked for hours. Coffee turned into late-night walks, study sessions, laughter under streetlights. They married in their third year while still juggling lectures and part-time jobs. Everyone said it was too soon, but they didn't care. In their tiny studio flat with chipped paint and one working heater, they built something tender. Noah worked nights at a bookstore, then tutored on weekends. Leon dreamed of starting a photography business. He supported her in every way he knew how. They had plans, travel, a dog, maybe a home by the coast someday. Graduation was supposed to be the start of all that. He even surprised her with flight vouchers to Italy, a dream she'd whispered about in her sleep. But something began to shift. Leanne became more distant, missing dinners, disappearing for hours without texting. When she did speak, it was shorter, sharper. Noah noticed, but he told himself not to panic. Everyone gets stressed. Finals, work, life. She stopped showing up to his presentations, started hanging out with new people he'd never met. When he asked, she said they were just classmates, creatives who understood her better. Noah started to sense she was pulling away emotionally. She didn't laugh at his jokes like she used to, didn't hold his hand on the walk home. The intimacy slowly turned into obligation. He tried everything, cooking dinner, surprising her with little gifts, leaving handwritten notes in her bag. Nothing changed. Sometimes she didn't even acknowledge them. One night before graduation, Noah found her sitting in the kitchen, staring at the wall. "Are you happy?" she asked quietly. He told her yes, that they were finally getting there, but the life they talked about. She smiled faintly, said, "You've always been the good one." Graduation day. Noah stood among rows of students, black gown pressed, heart full. He scanned the crowd and spotted Leanne just before the ceremony began. She waved, smiled, but her eyes didn't meet his for long. He gave his speech, he had graduated top of his class, and every word was a silent prayer to her. A thank you for standing by him, for making him believe he deserved good things. After the ceremony, as everyone hugged their loved ones and tossed their caps into the air, Noah found the envelope. Tucked inside his graduation folder was her note. "I can't do this anymore. I need something different. Something more alive. I'm sorry." No goodbye, no closure, just a handwritten end. While the world clapped for him, Noah stood still, diploma in hand, heart in pieces. She was gone before he even left the auditorium. Friends asked where she was. He lied. The days that followed blurred together. Noah moved out of the flat. He couldn't bear the silence, like the smell of her perfume still in the pillows. He found a small place in another town, took a job in logistics, and poured himself into work. Silence became easier than explaining, but grief has strange timing. He'd cry in grocery aisles, wake up gasping from dreams where she still held his hand. He stopped taking photos. Music became unbearable, but healing isn't passive. Slowly, he started again. He took walks, long ones, joined a library book club, took a pottery class even though he hated getting messy. He adopted a stray dog named Milo who followed him home one rainy evening and never left. He stopped checking her social media, stopped waiting for an apology. He planted herbs on his balcony, painted a wall green, called his sister every weekend. He joined a local hiking group, took photos at sunrise, read old poetry aloud to empty rooms. Grief became softer, less jagged. Not gone, but no longer defining. 3 years later, a message arrived. Leanne. I made a mistake. I thought I was leaving for freedom, but all I did was walk away from someone who truly saw me. I've been following your journey. I'm proud of you. I miss you. Noah stared at it for a long time. He didn't feel anger, just distance, and gratitude that he didn't stay frozen in the space she left him in. He didn't reply. Instead, he wrote a letter of his own, one he never sent. Thank you for leaving. It taught me how to stay for myself. He slipped on his boots, grabbed Milo's leash, and headed for the woods. The trail curved around a river. The air smelled like new beginnings. Some people leave not because they stopped loving you, but because they never learned how to stay when things got quiet. And sometimes when they're ready to come back, you've already rebuilt everything they abandoned. Leanne left Noah at his graduation, but what she didn't know was that the real celebration came years later, when he learned how to live for himself, and he never looked back. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We release new, captivating stories every week, and there are plenty more waiting for you right here on the channel.